the intro again.
Don't. Please don't. You really gonna do this?
Well, him. It's our show. We do what we want.
Oh my God, no. Not another freaking wrestling podcast.
Yay!
Like I said, I don't get people watching me. So either you love me or you don't.
I love you.
I love you too. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Not Another Freaking Wrestling Podcast. I'm JD, and I don't know how to click the record button.
And I am the promoter of Clash at Carpet City, TY.
And I'm the scourge of the young boys at TWE Crash Course. I'm Jake.
And we will be joined by Will in Progress. Shane is in the Caribbean skiing with sharks.
He is also the draw there.
Yeah,
Papua New Guinea.
he did pop into Knoxville to make sure the Raw or SmackDown had a crowd Friday.
So I'm hoping everybody shook his hand and congratulated him.
Shane was not the only one there, as we saw every independent wrestler within a 200-mile radius was in Knoxville.
Hey, but the one that mattered was Shane. If he could draw the Clash of Carpet City by himself, and then turn around, go to Knoxville, Thompson Bowling Arena, and draw SmackDown. I mean, you didn't need Roman Reigns, you didn't need Bayley or any of those people. Shane's in the crowd, and everybody is looking at his direction. They're not even looking at the ring. So
Bianca who?
Yeah, Bianca Daniels, Bayley Daniels, Roman Daniels.
Good God. No. Anyway, yeah, we'll talk about SmackDown here in a little bit. Let's start off talking about some of the biggest headlines of the week. There were quite a few. First of all, Jon Moxley claims that people who hate the Elite also hate themselves. He said, and I quote, "A lot of people out there hate on the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. We're obviously attacking them and have our issues with them, but we are not old-ass fucking bitter dudes with podcasts talking about how the business used to be. We are not that. A lot of people hate Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, and that's because they hate themselves. It's sad. There are plenty of people who hate me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what challenges you put in front of me or what shit befalls me. I'm very pissed off. I will shove it up everybody's flying ass. After last year, I have that attitude. Kenny and the Young Bucks have that attitude. It's us against the universe. That attitude is AEW at its core."
Okay, if you don't give a fuck, then why are you talking like you give a fuck?
There it is.
I think we'll have
I just love the continuing feud of Moxley versus podcasts.
I took that as a personal attack. Fuck you, Jon Moxley. I hate them. I don't like you either. But I love myself. I'm awesome. Go team me. You're incorrect.
No, I love myself too. I kiss myself in the mirror.
I'm actually a big Moxley fan. I don't completely hate Kenny Omega. Don't like the Young Bucks. But I also don't consider myself a sad old bitter man with a podcast. Consider myself a kind of sad, not so bitter man with a podcast.
I just hate everything. Does that make me bitter?
A little bitter, buddy.
I have a good time about it.
What?
At least I'm not, like, angry hating everything. I fun hate everything.
Well, except when it comes to Roman Reigns, and you get pretty pissed off.
Yeah, but it's still fun when I do it. At least I can laugh about it.
Hey, yeah, so... No. Now...
Did it wrong. It's pronounced this.
No. If everybody's not watching, but
We're doing a great job conveying things in an audio medium. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we're helping the blind out. Maybe
It's like the TikTok the TikTok intern may be on this one.
Oh goodness. But yeah, I don't know. Moxley seems a little pissed off, and as we all know, Moxley has long hated podcasts. It's quoted several times as saying he thinks podcasts expose his business, even though he goes on his wife's and spouts off all the time.
Now, has he never seen the internet? in 2000, 2001 when it was
The business was exposed well before he got into the business.
Yeah, exactly. And also, have you ever heard of a thing called U-Shoot? Jim Cornette made him real popular too. I'm just saying that's out there too, Moxley.
All right. According to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful, the new name that will preside of the company that will preside over UFC and WWE per an SEC filing is New Whale Inc.
The whale should be white now.
I don't understand.
Oh my god.
Should have called it New Whale Order.
Nah, it's not. It's not an indie stable.
Wow.
Ouch.
Oh no.
You already got a nuke last week, buddy. You're not getting anything else this week.
Shit, I gotta go back and listen to it then. What?
I sent it to the group.
I might have missed it.
So, New Whale Inc. That'll be the name.
I think we need to call it New World Order. I'm kind of with. I think
I like it.
that needs to be a thing.
So, who presides over this company? Is this gonna be Ari Emanuel's where he holds it down?
I'm.
And then you got Dana White with the UFC and Vince McMahon with WWE.
Yeah.
That's classic fucking corporate structure. If it's some sort of a merged company, somebody will be over the top of that, and then they'll keep whoever was in charge of the
So what happens to Endeavor?
Maybe it's maybe New World Order is a sister company.
New World Order. I love this. I don't know.
And Nick Khan can run it. Give him a promotion. I mean, he seems like he knows what he's doing.
I'm interested in seeing how all this works. Cowboy Bob Orton recently sat down with Bill Apter.
That guy's still alive.
Apparently, he's working for Sports Keto these days.
Does he still have hepatitis? Cowboy Bob.
How is? Oh, I don't know. That's not what's important here. Anyway, Cowboy Bob Orton sat down with Bill Apter, and he said that according to him, Randy Orton is training. He said, we'll see what happens. I don't know if he feels like going back or when it feels like he's ready to go back. I think he might. Then again, he's pretty well taken care of. I don't think he needs to. I think the doctors have told him not to. Randy will do what Randy's going to do. So apparently Randy has been advised by doctors not to come back.
I mean, he has nothing else to prove. He has a lot of money.
I feel like he's set for life if he decides to retire.
I do too. I kind of.
That'll take care of him, yeah.
But also, man, that would suck for Randy's career to end that way.
I just want one more headlock.
Master of the headlock.
Go watch the Survivor Series 2007 match with Shawn Michaels. You'll see 1,000 of them.
Oh, yeah.
That was a wonderful match.
But for real, I've been mixed on Randy Orton through the years. He has put in a lot of work, though. I'll give him that.
I've always been a Randy Orton mark, personally. He was just cool at the right time for me to be like, all right, I like this dude. And his music was dope.
Which one? The
Hey!
yeah,
Yeah. Right. I love that. That shit
With
was
his
dope.
golden
And
shower
that voice is fucking great, too. But yeah, like, I've always been a Randy mark. That dude is just a ring general. He can put it together whenever it breaks down, every single time.
you could tell like when he's working. A lot of his matches are simple.
And the wheels are always turning.
Yeah, definitely.
He's always looking for something to make it bigger.
The RKO he gave to Seth Rollins at Mania, masterpiece. I loved it.
Literally the only thing he's ever done that I popped for was that RKO with Rollins.
One of my favorite things ever was when he gave I don't remember which Singh brother it was, but gave one of the Singh brothers the backdrop onto the announce table. dropped him on his head and then gave the little face afterwards, like, that looked like her.
Yeah, I popped real hard for that one. That was hilarious.
And he always had great facials, like reactions to what was happening. He's like, oh, fuck.
Now, I liked where he gave, I forget who it was, the RKO, and when he did it, he did like the jump straight up and touch his toes in the air. I laughed real hard at that one, too.
The reversal from the choke slam to Undertaker at WrestleMania 20 or 21 was still one of the coolest fucking spots at the time.
Oh, yeah.
The RKO.
Yeah, let's not forget how I almost buried Kofi.
Yeah.
Now, to his defense, Kofi should have knew his spot. And I love Kofi. I love him all my heart. But Kofi should have known.
But as if to say Orton's never fucked anything up in his career. That whole thing just kind of bothered. You could have talked about it in the back.
I'm not gonna sit here and defend Randy Orton's childish actions because he definitely had a lot of dumb ass shit he did over the years. But you did see him mature over the years too.
Yeah, exactly.
You definitely saw him come into his own, and you saw the company start to trust him more and more over the years too, and knowing they could trust him.
Yeah,
he definitely fucked up a lot when he was young. Not gonna deny that. He probably should have been released at one point or another.
He got way more second chances than a lot of other people.
He did.
Reported.
Well, I mean, think about this. Didn't he take a dump in Stacey Keebler's bag or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's immediate termination these day and age, and maybe a charge.
Yeah, but he was friends. Definitely a charge.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, I've done some dumb shit like that in the past too. Like when he started around I wouldn't say the same time I did. He's probably been in the business a little bit longer than I have, but I could kind of relate to his younger years and my younger years. Jake can understand this too. I did some dumb shit too. I mean, am I going to do it this day and age? No, because it's unnecessary. Because times have changed. You can't necessarily haze people, and for me, like I feel guilty about that stuff, but I mean, you got to grow up, and it goes back to what JD was saying. JD had grew up, or Randy Orton had grew up. I don't know if JD's grown up yet. He still acts like a damn child. But other than that, I mean, I can relate to where he came from.
Let's move along. Get started talking about this week. Let's talk about Raw. Cody Rhodes made his return to Jacksonville with the WWE, and he did not get booed. As we all,
That is really weird because I was expecting him.
Man, I expected when he got in AEW country for them to hate him.
Yeah.
Because they did during the pandemic. They hated him when they were down there in Jacksonville, and I had fully expected him to be like the first time he faced adversity. Nope. They fucking loved him. Which I'll just say right now, I'm still surprised at how over Cody still is.
Maybe we were wrong.
I think so.
The dude's got it. If you ask me.
He's he's solved racism.
Anyway. We also can solve bad booking, but hey, figure that out.
He's on solid.
God damn it. Every week now. Anyway, Cody came out and did his little talkie talks. Then we got the first of the triple threats in the world title tournament. Damian Priest, Seth Rollins, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Excellent fucking match. Both of these triple threats were excellent matches, by the way. Let me just say that off the top. Seth went over, as we kind of all predicted.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes.
Nakamura Next triple threat was Cody, Finn, and The Miz. And another prediction, which our very own Shane Daniels predicted. Brock Lesnar broke that up and fucked Cody up. Also, did y'all see Brock's face?
Oh yeah, it looked like
Damn.
it looked like he went to war with Cain Velasquez again.
Man. Like, split right between the eyes from the ring buckle, which that was his doing. Don't get me wrong, but the black eye, holy shit.
Yeah. But hey, how much more does that put Cody over?
It made Cody look good. Also, man, that whole segment was just... This is one of those rare feuds where Brock's fully in.
Yeah.
Brock's invested. Brock's like, all right, I'm having fun. And he's going full tilt with it, and you can tell, and it's making it great. That attack on Cody, that promo was the best promo Brock cut since he's come back to WWE. UFC.
Yeah, I agree. I caught a little bit of it, and it caught my attention. And typically, like with the Brock Lesnar promo, it's like that. But Monday, he delivered. I agree.
Finn went over, which set up the long-awaited Finn Seth rematch of the finals, which we got in the main event. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Moving right along, Dana Brooke got the shit beat out of her by Rhea Ripley. Don't know why she came on the television other than for Natalya to come out afterwards and save her and set up a feud, which, does anybody care?
Yeah, Hulkamania runs mild here.
Natalya and Rhea Ripley is just not something I care to see.
And it's unfortunate, too, because Talia is a wonderful talent, but to me, it feels ran its course.
She needs to be in the tag division at this point.
Yeah.
I feel like she works better there.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that either. Why don't you put Natalya and Beth as a tag team again? That's happened before.
And Beth is willing to come back full time.
I mean, there you go. I mean, I think that wouldn't be a bad idea at all.
Or you could always just see if there's any spare heart children laying around. You can bring them in.
Would there be any females in the Hart family?
I don't think. I don't know, but Brett had one daughter?
Maybe.
Because Dallas and Blade are the ones that run Dungeon Wrestling.
Yeah. Right.
And I would adore getting to go work there. Just like I have one match at the fucking pavilion. That's all I want. Maybe they'll.
All right, we also got the return of Becky Lynch on this show, interrupting Trish Stratus during her little promo. That was interesting. Looks like we're gonna get a match between them and Night of Champions probably.
Why is Robo Becky over with people? I don't get it.
I mean, I don't mind Becky if she's in the right feud, but this isn't the right feud.
Yeah. Agreed. Her
and Trish just aren't clicking very well.
How long?
And I like both of them separately, just not together.
How long is Trish doing her deal?
I mean, she got drafted, so I don't know.
I mean, we'll see how it rolls. I mean, maybe they could turn it around. I don't want to give up on it by any means.
Main event was that rematch between Finn and Seth. They had a really cool spot right before the first commercial break in the match, like right at the beginning of the match, where Finn gave Seth the buckle bomb into the barricade. Same way Finn got hurt before. That was a pretty dope spot. Worked really well to go to commercial break with. We have a special guest.
A new challenger approaches.
They don't.
What?
Testing out your computer.
I am.
Well, hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm here. I don't know
Any
what
thoughts? Any thoughts on Finn and Seth?
it's fucking great. I mean,
How many of those gummies did you eat?
I haven't ate any gummies. It's like my fucking window here is like super small, but you fucking big ass fucking receding hairline, I can see that perfectly fine. And like Jake's not even here, and
Oh,
oh my god, what the fuck's going on?
did you get a new camera on that thing, boss? The frame rate's fantastic.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I can't see it.
That's what they tell me too.
About to cut most of this out.
Don't cut most of this out. It's good quality stuff. Talking about the size of his little dick. We could do a whole episode.
So let's
TikTok.
since we had you here for a second, talk to us about SmackDown.
It's fucking great.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was very hype. I'm glad I could fucking draw the house for them just by showing up
Unadvertised.
unadvertised. But I did put myself over on Facebook like all wrestlers should. Yeah, I mean, if you guys would fucking promote your fucking bookings like you did that you were fucking SmackDown, you might actually draw a fucking house. For fuck's sake. I mean, every time I got on Facebook, I'm here to SmackDown. Fucking smack down your fucking self to fucking Facebook and put up your fucking show, you idiots.
Oh, man. Thank you.
It needs to be said sometimes. How do you think that Clash of Carpet City drew? I mean,
Because
You were booked.
because I was booked. But you know what I did? When I was booked, I advertised. I was like, hey, I'm going to be here for my Undertaker appearance. Fucking, I'm going to put myself over. No?
I think you did win.
I did win. I did.
And then everybody shook your hand in appreciation.
As they should have.
I don't know. You seemed like a bitter bitch when they were doing it.
It was annoying.
So, Shane, I just want to hear from you. What was it like being in the hometown crowd when Bianca got the mist sprayed on her and only appeared for like 2 minutes?
I didn't even think that made it on air. Did that make it on air? Because that was like fucking pointless.
Yeah, so like the her entrance, and then like she got the ring, and then Oscar came out, missed, thrash around, commercial.
Nice.
It was how was that in the live crowd? Were they pretty pissed?
Yeah, her mom was fucking pissed. Edge's kids were fucking pissed because he like kissed all of them and then lost the match. And I was like, wow, I hope he didn't dedicate that to them.
Yeah, I did not expect Edge to lose.
Smarten up their family. That's the best.
Yeah, they were super pissed.
I did not expect Edge to lose.
I didn't either. I really didn't. All in all, SmackDown was fun. It was not. It was actually, all jokes aside about the house, it was really nice to see that place actually packed out. And that's been a very
went to a show to pack it out.
well. I went to Raw too. So
I'm going to Raw tomorrow.
well, I can't wait for the live reactions. But anyways, I'll let you guys get back to the podcast. Tyler, get some just for men, and I'll see you guys later.
Not how project works.
What a plot. And no, Dane, you fucking idiot. It's Bosley or Rogaine.
So
What a dick.
anyway, AJ Styles went over in that first match. Did not see that coming. Second triple threat was Austin Theory, Bobby Lashley, and Sheamus, and Will's boy Bobby got the win.
Bobo Lashers.
Nobody can stop Sweaty Bob.
Man, he got busted open pretty bad.
That's what happens when you don't have any hair.
He took a header in the steps, and when he came back in the match, he was just like covered in blood.
What is it with bleeding? What is there like a? Wasn't there not a? Wasn't there a clause on banning on bleeding?
That was definitely hard way.
I was about to say they're just going out there hard way.
That one was definitely hard way. And Brock's was hard way on purpose at Backlash. He's done that spot several times.
Right.
He knows what he's doing with that spot.
I don't think he does.
Cameron Grimes got his first win on SmackDown in like 2 seconds over Baron Corbin.
Awesome.
I'm sorry, it was 5, so it was a highly contested battle.
Oh yeah, so 2 seconds before with the cave-in and then the pin for 3. So you're right, 5 seconds.
Isn't that how he won his very first NXT match as well?
Might be, I don't remember.
I remember Cameron Grimes having his very first NXT match, and it was like bell ring, stomp, 1, 2, 3, bell ring, and I would assume that was like 5 seconds as well.
I'll tell you what, that kid's over.
Yeah.
I was really impressed by the local talent jobber that they got for that match. What was his name? Baron Corbin?
I hope he had a good thing.
Roman Reigns is back. First time since The Rock's WrestleMania. Throw up your ones. And
Oh, there it is.
he is very mad at the Usos. And to show them how mad he is at them, he's not
How could you not be? They're twins.
He's not letting them challenge for the tag titles again. Oh no. He is challenging Sami and Kevin for the tag titles and not a champion. Now we got to break this down for a second because there's several applications here. First of all, Roman and Solo challenging for the tag titles over the Usos. I like the story applications of this. It's fun, it's fresh, it's new. Second of all, Sami in Saudi Arabia, which is the more important thing.
I don't think the match is actually going to happen.
I think it will. From what I've been reading, apparently Sami is allowed back in Saudi Arabia because they've opened up diplomatic relations with Syria again.
I think what they're going to do is they're going to do like a fake Diesel and fake Razor. And then they're going to bring back the Yolo County Tag Team Championships.
The who?
The Yolo County Tag Team Championships. How could you forget Heavy Machinery's historic tag team title reign on SmackDown with the Yolo County Tag Team Championships?
Is he ribbing me?
No.
Guys, is he ribbing me?
Do we have video or at least photos?
Yes, there's video footage. They won the belts on SmackDown.
He's ribbing me.
No, I'm not. Your
What did you call
was
it?
so dumb. Yolo County.
A team champion. Oh my god.
Is it?
You big ol' fucking doofus.
What the fuck is this shit?
The Yolo County Tag Team Championship belts.
Are they cardboard?
They're the Yolo
can't
County
see.
Tag Team Championship belts.
What you
Oh my god, they're cardboard.
Oh my god. That's
Oh my god, they're cardboard.
And is the artwork at least good on it, or is it just like straight up?
Here, see for yourself.
Oh Jesus! Oh my god! I didn't know this was a thing.
My god.
Now who's the big ol' fucking dum-dum?
It's
All right, so you're not ribbing me. That's fun. Anyway, I don't think that's gonna happen. What Will said at all. Let's just acknowledge that.
100% going to happen.
Let's acknowledge that's still not gonna happen real quick. I could see a situation though where they change the date of the match if Sami's actually not allowed there. I don't know the situation though. I don't know the politics behind it right now. There's a lot of geopolitical concerns there that don't involve wrestling.
No. But I guess it's one of those things where we got to wait till Night of Champions actually happens and go from there.
Yeah. Roman also dedicated their victory to the greatest tag team of all time, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
That's false because the Hart Foundation is the greatest tag team champion of all time.
Put a pin in that until next episode.
BDSM.
That's 1999.
Damage Control continued their slide. Definitely looks like they're breaking up.
Yeah, they're doing a bad job at controlling all that damage.
Man, it makes me sad. That they could have been such a dominant stable, and instead they haven't done shit.
They've botched it. And it makes
Makes me sad.
I don't know. I don't know how you fumble that hard when you've got 3 top-level talent like that.
I know.
You got Dakota Kai and Io Shirai, which are top-level people. Bailey's there.
Which is the best female wrestler of all time.
No, that's... No.
That's Bailey.
No, it's not even the best female wrestler in the group.
What? Come on. Best worker in the group. Worker.
No, Io.
Io.
No.
And the best female worker of all time is Molly Holly, so...
No, it's not. It's still Bailey. Anyway.
Ol Nakano.
No, that's a good one.
That's the correct answer.
It's still Bailey.
And then number 2 is Mickie James.
And number 2 is Bailey with the side ponytail.
Molly Holly.
JD's fired.
We talked to Shane a little bit about that Bianca Belair segment, like 2 minutes in front of the live crowd before she got poison mist spit in her face by Asuka. Definitely one way to piss off a hometown crowd.
It was definitely a long time to be chilling there with a mouthful of green water.
Poison mist.
Sorry, acid.
Holy shit, if it's acid, Asuka is hardcore.
Yeah.
AJ and Bobby put on a pretty good fucking match.
I mean, what more could you expect out of the world's best soccer mom and the god of professional wrestling, Sweat Bob?
I love how a match that could have made it a TNA like 10 years ago is now main eventing WWE.
It's almost like Impact has always been the best company.
That's
I mean, the best have come through there, let's be honest.
Exactly. Jesse Goddard's, Zicky Dice, Robbie E,
that guy's
Chris
fucking
Harris,
popping.
Nick Aldis, all the Tyrus, all the TNA greats and legends that everybody knows.
Rick Jones. See, I can make up names too.
Rockstar Spud, all the TNA greats.
All right. Anyway, let's talk about Dynamite since you're here. Miro's finally back. I don't have to keep asking where the fuck is Miro.
Hey JD, did you know that Miro's back?
I'm so happy. So happy.
So if you didn't know, by the way, JD, Miro returned and is back.
Who's back?
Miro, I think is his name. He just stood there and all he said was, "I want French toast." And then they moved on to the next segment.
Kind of ballsy to have him come back on Rusev Day, though.
Yeah, but he's getting that Rusev Day pay.
Pop.
And then Thunder,
He should pop.
and then Thunder Rosa came back to a significantly smaller pop.
Yeah. Yeah, Thunder Rosa. Do what?
How's her back?
I don't know.
It's still there.
Still bad? Can she bump?
I don't know. I mean, she walked through a door, so probably, because, I mean, bumping's about as easy as opening a door.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
It really is.
It is.
The 4 pillar segments they ran throughout the show were really good.
It reminded me of old Ring of Honor when they wouldn't really do a lot of segments in the ring, but it's just here's a random video package about a dude so we can build up for a random feud that we slap together. I liked it.
It worked. Now it gave them all motivation.
I don't know. I feel like this main event feud is really starting to kind of expose Jungle Boy a little bit.
I mean, you didn't see that coming.
I don't know. Part of me weirdly expected him to just randomly start being phenomenal, but it's very obvious that this is past his ceiling, and he's not a main event player.
He should have been WWE Cruiserweight Champion.
I think Sammy is playing his part well, except for the weird promo they did on Wednesday where they're trying to make him out to be a babyface.
Yeah, that was strange.
But he's playing his role well, and I think Darby is doing good. But Jungle Boy feels like the odd man out on this whole feud to me.
So, they did the House of Black match with the open house rules in effect.
Yeah.
And Chuck Taylor blurted out all spooky witches are bad for ringside as their choice of rules. Probably my favorite moment of the night.
It's a good rule.
It's a very good rule. No Julia Hart.
Not just even Julia Hart, any spooky witches.
Yeah, I'm glad Chuck Taylor cleared that up.
Chuck Taylor's fantastic.
He really is.
I love seeing him on my TV.
Yeah. Best Amigos was a very solid trios team. On one hand, I miss when AEW used to be sticklers for the rankings, but at the same time, I kind of don't mind that they don't do it anymore because then we get matches like this, where it's just randomly Bandito and the Best Friends going for trios belts, because why not?
Yeah, I feel like the ranking system was eventually going to be one of those things not going to matter anymore because they're going to pair off with person A to person B, and it's going to be such a wide gap on ranking and stuff. And I thought that was going to be.
I don't know. I think they've only just now hit the point where the ranking system has become irrelevant, because prior, when you had Dark and Dark Elevation, which were just feeder undercard matches, I felt like that was a good way to justify someone random moving up for a title shot.
You pad your record there too.
Exactly.
Giving you the wins you needed to be able to justify title shot. Yeah, I get that.
Well, I mean, Lance Archer's career is going to be in fucking shambles now, because that man was or even Scorpio Sky. Scorpio Sky was the king of Dark. He would murk everybody on there so that way he could lose on TV.
All right, let's talk about that cage match main event, because that was a hell of a match.
That was a good-ass cage match.
Mox and Omega just went at it.
It honestly went a lot more hardcore than I was expecting. Like, they busted out glass. The barbed wire, I kind of expected. Because, I mean,
Glass made me cringe.
the glass was dope. And then, even when they weren't using weapons, I feel like they were still doing a good job at making all their moves look fucking vicious. Like Kenny was doing his really fast suplexes.
That V trigger through the cage was ridiculous.
God damn, that looked so painful for Kenny.
I thought he tore everything in his knee.
I thought so too. I thought they were gonna have to call the match.
I mean,
He got hung up on the cage was gnarly. Sorry, Tyler.
full thing he need to do because everything he looks like he gives, it just looks like he fucks himself up. But I mean, it was brutal. I saw that spot. It was pretty brutal.
Yeah, but that was one of those where it was like a 1 in 100 chance of landing that exact way.
Yeah.
Cause
Let's talk about that finish.
dude, what the fuck
Did
This
not
was-
see that coming.
at all?
No, I as soon as Don Callis took it away, I was like, yeah, okay, cool, like, yeah, cool, and then immediately stabs Kenny. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
So-
dropped my phone on the floor and everything.
I'm gonna put on my tinfoil hat, and I think I know where this will all lead. So, Double or Nothing's around the corner. We're probably gonna get some kind of big Blackpool Combat Club elite match. And then after that is All In, which that's more than a shoehorn that Ospreay is going to be booked. I guarantee you they're going to do Omega Ospreay 3 at Wembley. And Don Callis is going to be with Ospreay. And then United Empire will have 2 managers.
But
I don't understand I like the shock value of Don Callis turning heel. I just don't understand where they're going to go with it. Because they just brought Takeshita in to the elite and everything else too. Like,
Did they, though? I feel like Takeshita will end up siding with Don Callis. And they're going to do Takeshita versus Omega 2.
Takeshita reminds me of just like a wonderful baby face, unless you give him a new gimmick. Like, have him have Evil's son or something like that. I don't fucking know.
No, he don't need that. He already in DDT, his gimmick of just he hangs out with his himbo sauna boys was great.
all right, let's talk a little local. Aiden Wright and Martin Stone had a match a few weeks ago. I finally got to watch it myself. And I just want to give shouts out to Aiden because that was a hell of a match.
Told you. Told you it was a good match.
Straight up Memphis style, man. They worked the crowd really well. The trade off they had was just chef's kiss, superb. Stiff as hell too. Aiden used to bitch at me for how stiff I was, and now I watch it and I'm like, how can you say anything?
He wants to try to look cool for the TV boy.
It was a good match.
He said that because he always liked working me because he's like, we could beat the piss out of each other and no one's gonna get mad. And I'm like, all right, yeah, all right.
I get that same talk too. It's like I can hit you hard and you won't like it. If anything else, you'll just probably pop a boner. I'm like, well, I mean, you're not wrong.
But I'm impressed with Aiden's work in that match. It was very, very good. And I just want to give him a public shout out.
A very good match, Aiden. Good job.
See, you didn't have nothing to be worried about, Aiden.
Yeah. So
He was apparently
Also-
nervous as shit about it.
he was very nervous. Yeah, he was.
Like he even went to Jaden and grilled him about what do I need to know about wrestling Marty? It's easy.
And to keep it local again, I'd like to offer some criticism to the show he's working for on their goofy ass radio title. Not the fact that I love the idea of them working with the radio station and having a title that, like, you know, it's created around that. Working with local media is great. And I think radio is great. I think radio is probably the best advertising medium out there. It has the highest return on investment. You can look all this up. I'm not fucking with you. I think all that is great. I think the design is goofy as fuck. I even think there's
He's a company man down there.
I even think their choice of champion is good. Like Cameron Cox, I love that kid. I think he's great heel, but that title is goofy.
No, I was just talking about you putting over the medium of radio there, Mr. Company Man.
Oh, I'll always put over the medium of radio.
Why
especially
don't they just make the championship a big old boombox that's gold?
Oh,
Rock party.
That'd be dope.
that's it.
That'd be dope. But the design they've got just looks.
And there's the special stipulation. It's kind of like the code of honor, but you have to high five each other at the beginning and end of each match and say "Surf Party USA."
You're on to
not
something.
funding this.
You're on to something, my friend.
Next year at the Clash.
What I'm talking about.
Oh, cherry on top, we work into to add some mystique to it. You can only hear the music that's playing from the boombox when you are the champion.
Anyway, Will, it's time for MVPs of the week.
That's good.
The boombox.
This is your segment. You start it.
Yeah, but that's the MVP for all.
That's your MVP.
We no, all four of us pick the boombox.
I don't agree with this.
I mean, it's too late. I already sent your vote to.
So the boombox is the podcast.
It's the MVP.
The theoretical boombox that yet to exist
No, we're gonna run a tournament at the next Clash of Carpet City.
in Rio de Janeiro.
Who's going to be in the finals?
I don't know, because it's a shoot fight tournament.
Oh, wow.
But probably
We're all.
probably George South.
So you're gonna put this on your draft show, Will.
No, this is some mud show bullshit. We don't do this carny fuckery at Global Force Wrestling.
Let's say thanks for the spoilers for your first.
But also MVP of the week, since I have to give it to someone other than the boombox. Honestly, I feel like I might give it to Kendall Omega.
Okay.
I would have to either give it to him or because I don't want to give it to Speedball again because he fucking tore it down with Hiromu during Best of Super Junior.
There's always Bryan Danielson's look of glee after Don Callis stabbed Kenny Omega. That's always a good MVP too.
I'm also gonna give mine co-MVP because of their Best of the Super Juniors debut. Leo Rush
Okay.
had a great match with Show. Got the absolute shit battered out of him right out the gate by Evil with a chair. They kept trying to stab each other with his little hook thing. But it was a solid fun time. I'm always a sucker for a finish whenever like the ref is down, the heel's trying to cheat, but then the babyface just uses their weapon on them instead. It was super good match. Honestly, all the Gaijins cleaned house in round one.
Who's next, Will?
Tyler is. Because I don't think Tyler knows who his MVP is.
Because I don't. But if I got to give someone an MVP, even though he's being a dick and doesn't know what Rogaine and Just for Men are, I'm going to give it to Shane Daniels for drawing SmackDown this rough.
Dude, he drew a crazy house there.
But what I really want to know is how many handshakes he got when he was there.
Oh, tons. Well, I mean, Triple H shook his hand because they let him book a SmackDown show at the same arena they were running Shane's meet and greet.
That's true, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, so my MVP goes to Shane Daniels for drawing SmackDown.
Good old Nat King carpet.
That's it.
JD.
Well, I was also going to choose Shane for drawing the house at SmackDown.
You still can.
So I'm going to choose Shane for drawing the house at SmackDown. Oh,
Well, you're wrong.
because it's Jake.
Yep. For getting through my tag team match with my young boy Damon Stryker and taking 0 bumps against KOBK in our failed attempt to win the tag team.
Yeah, but you lost.
Hey, Drew Game.
I didn't get the hand and I didn't bump. Not
You know
not
who-
me.
You know who
Undisputed.
did bump and did win, though, Jake? Master Watto.
Well, it's always Master Water. But no, I digress. It's not me. I actually have a couple. I would like to give MVP of the week to my aforementioned young boy, my tag team partner at TWE, Damon Stryker, Baby Wheeler Yuta. He's a good kid. You guys should look out for him. Book him if you get the chance. He's really good. He's coming into his own. I'd also like to give it to Dylan Hales, the unsung hero of the fucking Chattanooga scene. That dude drives himself fucking nuts trying to book a competent wrestling show, and you watch him visibly age across the 2 or 3 hours that we're at the fucking building. And Noah Hossman's shoulder / elbow after he ate shit off that running cactus elbow off the fucking apron last night, and then still went out and wrestled his scheduled match. Because I guess they lost him in the lights and no one caught him.
No, no.
Good he work last night.
Tim Bosby, the amateur wrestler kid out of Memphis.
Oh, I bet that was a good match.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I like Bosby. He's a good kid too.
Yeah, they brought him in. I want to say I've only seen him once before at the last show, but he was very solid.
Yeah, I got to wrestle him at one of the Crash Course shows, and I was in fear for my life when he gave me a fucking go behind an amateur takedown. Everything went in slow motion, and I heard "Dumb Ways to Die."
So
through my head.
tell us about your new son.
Oh, Damon, my adopted son. He looks like a little Wheeler Yuta, and he's starting to really get how to be a heel, and that's part of the reason they've put him with me, and I have fully adopted and embraced him as my newest and greatest adopted son. Not biological son. It's not like Carson.
All right, well, everybody, just, I guess, bring Jake more adoptees.
Here, man,
Kids.
what
They're
if
good
you
right off.
train him to wrestle bad as a joke?
No ideas for later.